Hey guys, welcome to the Big Talk with Austin. Thank you very much for Ryan for joining me this episode. I had a blast. We talked about a lot of stuff. We had a lot to talk about, and certain stuff that really bad happened over the week. And there's a lot of stuff that we're not gonna be able to talk about, like the Snyder Cut trailer. But we kind of mentioned it because this is actually recorded before the Snyder Cut trailer even came out. And I'm actually kind of recording this intro before this before the Snyder Cut trailer even came out as well. So we won't get any of our thoughts on the Snyder Cut trailer if you guys are expecting that in this episode. And so, but I probably have done a reaction or will do a reaction. So if that's not right up, then expect a reaction for the Snyder Cut trailer very soon. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's get right into it. So Fast Nine got. So the first topic that we can talk about is Fast Nine got a trailer during the Super Bowl, and
Mm-hmm.
it just that trailer made me hate the movie even more. I already know it's people are going, well, it's not for you. It's like, well, excuse me. Did you watch the freaking first movie? Did you watch the second? No, no. Okay, shut up. Go back to your, Marvel movies. That's fine. Go over there. Leave my freaking, Fast and the Furious movies alone. Because after Fast Five, that's where it should have ended. To be honest, after Fast Five, because Fast Five, like, I mean, I really like Fast Five, but it wasn't like pushing the limits of, hey, we're spies now. It's like, and it just didn't make any sense in Fast and Furious Six, where I was like, it was not that hard to find you, and Vin Diesel's like, because I was trying to hide. It's like, what? What? It
Austin's
like
confused.
it doesn't make any like the story makes no sense, and Vin Diesel becomes like a good guy. For one, it's like one if a police officer that was dedicated to finding this criminal from the last movie and finds him and doesn't arrest him because he needs his help. No one will ask like crit. I mean, maybe because we kind of asked like the Nazis to help us with World War II, but in but in like modern but in a situation like this, would you really trust a criminal like a serial? I don't even say, well, I don't mean he's not like a serial killer, but he's on those lines of
Mm-hmm.
being one. And so, and it's just like, no, you would be 100%. Oh, why? Why? No, take that down. I'm not having that.
No, we're talking about Jimmy Neutron.
Oh my
Why is my camera so bad? It's so weird. But yeah. So we get it, Austin. You don't like Fast and Furious. You don't like
no,
this new movie coming out,
no,
which it's okay. Not a lot of people do.
it should.
I feel like they got their diehard fans,
No,
and
yeah, die hard
that's
fans, die hard fans, die hard fans. Like, I mean,
oh
I don't,
wow.
I don't want to feel like I'm insulting people that enjoy them. It's like fine if you enjoy them, fine. But but now Hollywood's like, okay, people really like this. We're just gonna keep making more of the same shit. It's like, see, the thing is, I would be fine with it if it wasn't under the Fast and the Furious name, because it makes no sense to call this Fast and the Furious. There's no reason to call this Fast and the Furious because it makes absolutely no sense for it. I don't know. At least in this world, at least in the Fast and the Furious world, it makes absolutely no sense at all from how you go from street racing to cloning, or like was it what did they do in Hobbs and Shaw? Like super serum, whatever it was. It's like it makes what? And
Yeah, I'm
so
not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't watch those movies. I just haven't ever had a desire to.
and they should have stopped after Furious 7 with everything that happened with Paul Walker, and
Mm.
it feels like Fast 8, 9, and 10 are just it's just a insult to what these movies were and what he was trying to make them stand for. And so it's like, oh, it's about family. Well, see, the thing is, if it was about family, would you keep making it going? No, you're just trying to make another paycheck so you can still have a house to live in the next year. And so, and like the other day, I saw a post about from Vin Diesel's like, all like on the lines of I will always remember my brother Paul Walker's like, shut up, shut
Oh,
up,
Austin.
shut up. If you really cared about him, you would have stopped after Furious 7 because he's the one that started this and he should have ended it, and that's how it should have ended. It's like no, I I I, I don't know, because it from my point of view, I see it as an insult. So, an update on the Resident Evil origin story movie is being released in September. So, have you played any of the Resident Evil games?
Have not. I'm not a big horror game guy.
What makes you not like horror games?
I don't know. I don't actually like horror movies either.
So, you never
It's
seen even the Resident Evil movies?
no, it's so scary.
I don't even think those are. I think what makes those scary is the how it's filmed, not the actual movie itself. It's just the quick shots.
Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of cool. I'm playing through the Resident Evil games right now. I enjoy 7. I enjoyed the second remake. So I'm kind of excited for this. It's hopefully it's not those movies. Okay. Fortnite. Fortnite's a new Flash
Yes.
skin. I mean, well, you can get it early
Well,
release, and
also the
so
poison ivy skin.
yeah, we don't need it. Don't put that on screen. We don't. I don't need to get demonetized. Well, I mean, it's not like we're getting paid anyway. This video will get taken down. Um, or that works too, I guess. And so Fortnite is just taking everything now. Fortnite's like the Disney of video games, apparently. And so
Apparently.
it's like I don't know. Do we really need these? I don't know. I feel like Fortnite's about to die off because it's literally a bunch of. I don't know. I don't see myself buying this skin. Do we? I don't know. It's kind of a dumb topic to even talk about in the first place, because honestly, I don't even. I play Fortnite, but it's just kind of. Sometimes it pisses me off to see some of the skins that are in it, because like there was the Green Arrow, which is one of my favorite DC like characters. And so, and the only way you can get them if you pay a membership. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Why would I pay $13 to just get a skin for 1 month and then only get like 500 V-bucks? Like that's so dumb. That's a waste of money. It's such a rip off and cliche. And so and just seeing that the flash you can get from playing and earning, it's like really. So you not only piss off people that love the Green Arrow, you're pissing them off. You're just pissing them off even more because like, well, why'd you not do that with the Green Arrow? And
Mm.
so
They might have learned from their mistakes. Clearly,
I don't
it
even
has
know.
annoyed you.
They still have that monthly member subscription where you pay for a skin, you get all these stuff, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why? Just put it in the store. You make twice as much money. You have because you're gonna have people buy V-Bucks just to get the skin, and so. But no one's gonna pay for a month. I don't even know anyone if anyone's doing it. Probably a bunch of little kids are stealing their parents' wallets. Maybe that's the only reason
Well,
why.
Austin, I'd hate to, add some substance to the argument that you are arguing against, but I have invested money in Fortnite skins, and I did
No,
pay
but no.
$30
Did you?
for
But
the
okay.
poison ivy.
See, that's fine though, because at least it's a pack. You're not paying for a monthly membership.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
Because,
that.
but you at least like because that pack that you buy is twice as better than that monthly membership. It's so dumb how it works. Because so in that monthly pack, you got Poison Ivy, you got the Joker, you got a villain, didn't you? Get it? You got another villain.
Yes. I don't know who it was, but he looks cool. I use his axes. They're like swords
Yeah. So
thingies.
you get that, and you get like I think a 2,000 V bucks or something around that lines. 150, not
Yeah,
150,
no, enough to
105.
buy the battle pass.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
you get so much out of that, and I believe in the monthly membership you only get like 600 V bucks. It's like
What is that?
what I can just go buy $1,000 V-bucks for $10, and it's less than this, and so you get more out of that because you go buy something that you really want. So hopefully they don't do. Hopefully this monthly membership goes away because the
Mhm.
skin does look cool. But I'm afraid because the reason why they're doing this early access is because they're going to probably put it in the pack. Because the only way
Right.
you could have done this is for this event. I don't know. I never get the chance to do it. And I think it was like a tournament or something. If you win, you get the skin or something like that. And
Right.
so, um, yeah, I mean, it, what else could you really say about it? I mean, you get, lightning bolt axe, I guess, and it's the CW skin, which is really nice. I'm glad they didn't go for the Justice League look. Um,
Whoa.
what?
You don't like that Justice League suit?
No, it's kind of just
The
looks too.
special ops?
It just looks too bulky.
But you like the Beetle look from CW?
Well, I mean, I'm more attached to the CW Flash than the Justice League Flash. So,
I
um,
get you.
all right. So, all right, Disney topics. So Disney is like closing in on Ice Age production company Blue Sky Studios. So from the looks of this article, that Disney is gonna buy Blue Sky Studios, which is
Oh, that's
kind of,
Ice Age.
yeah, of the ice that owns Ice Age.
Oh.
What else? What else do they own? Is it just Ice Age?
I think they do the Angry Birds movie. Was that also them?
I I think so because it says Blue Sky Studios, the 20. I think 20th Century Fox owned them,
Hmm.
but I
Ooh,
don't
that
think
I don't like how Disney's buying this studio out because they're gonna try to create more Ice Age movies. The
why.
most recent ones were just so bad. It
There's
was
no.
just like we don't need this.
This is like I mean, because did you hear about Shrek 5? Apparently
Shrek
there's good.
5.
Yeah, there's apparently a Shrek 5 in the works.
Is Mike Myers coming back?
I think so. So I don't
Ooh.
know what that's all about, but
Honestly, I'd be down for another Shrek. Those
uh,
movies are amazing.
it's not like I don't like Ice Age. I like the first two, but then how many are there? There's four, right? Or is there? I think there's
I have
five.
no idea. Probably
But
5.
like
Let's
the one
say
with the
that.
dinosaur and there's one with this pirate. Those ones,
Continental Drift.
yeah, something like that. It was stupid. It was like what? It's like why is this? Why do we like? I don't need another Ice Age movie. I really enjoyed the first one. People crap on that animation, but for its time, the animation was pretty good.
Yeah.
And so, and the second one was enjoyable. I actually liked it. It was like showing new characters and developing Manny, and
The Meltdown.
yeah. And so, but I don't need Disney to buy Blue Skies, but I think this is just Disney buying everything just in case Blue Skies
Just in
becomes
case.
yeah, just in case Blue Skies becomes better than Pixar.
It's how they deal with competition. They just buy them out.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about it in the future. So and that's like even what's another company that's on for sale? Who's the people that made the James Bond movies? Um,
That's a good question. I really don't know. Is that
they're
that's not Universal.
no, but they because they're selling their
Paramount?
properties. I don't think it's Paramount. Paramount.
Paramount just came out their own streaming service.
That's true. Yeah. No one's gonna get that. Maybe a couple hardcore Top Gun or Beavis and Butthead fans, and so but yeah, I don't think. But the company that's selling their properties is selling like the James Bond movies and all that type of stuff. So and Disney's supposed to. There's a rumor that Disney's waiting to buy that as well. So
Interesting.
I don't know because it says even right here it says Disney still holds the rights to the franchise and had greenlight a Disney Plus Ice Age series. Given the current economic realities, after much considerations and evolutions, um, we have made the difficult decision to close filmmaking operations at Blue Sky Studios. A spoken person told Deadline. So I don't. So from the way that this looks, Disney didn't have the full. Oh wait, no. Maybe I read this wrong. I think Disney is closing Blue Skies. Okay, no. So Disney's already owned them because they were owned by Fox. Okay. So I think they are just saying,
Oh, so they're just getting rid of the studio.
I guess. Okay, I read that completely wrong. My
So
bad.
maybe this is good news, Austin.
Yeah, maybe this is good
But
news.
actually, I think that Rango 2011 was Blue Sky Animation.
That might
Actually,
be
that can't be right.
No, I think, or is that DreamWorks?
It's definitely not DreamWorks. No, it's not Rango. But it's Ice Age, Robots. That was a good movie.
The one with the guy
Horny Here's a
from.
Who.
Oh, I thought that was Disney. No, that wouldn't have been Disney. Disney would have sucked at that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously their big thing is Ice Age.
Yeah. And
So I guess that means no more Ice Age movies.
I mean,
It's kind of a good thing.
yeah, and someone else will probably come along, pick up the studio. Well, I mean, no, because Disney technically still owns the studio. They're just not in the works of anything.
Right.
So
Yeah.
someone around in Disney might come along. It's like, hey, we have this dead studio. Might as well do something with it. I mean, it's not like we will lose anything. So who knows? Maybe they would reboot Ice Age in the future or do something else with the studio. So okay,
Never know.
I read that completely wrong, but
Moving on.
So another Disney topic is Falcon and the Winter Soldier got a Super Bowl trailer that is being released on March 19th, the day after the Snyder Cut. So this is actually kind of my question: Is you think people are not gonna? You think people are gonna be over too hyped with the Snyder Cut? They're gonna forget about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or they're not gonna forget about it. But they're just not gonna. There's not gonna be a lot of talk about it because of the Snyder Cut.
I feel like both are going to get a lot of attention, but definitely Snyder Cut. I mean, it's been building, and the media has been. I mean, every account on social media right now that's related to entertainment industry has been posting about it. So obviously, the 18th is going that's going to be the Snyder Cut's weekend.
Yeah.
But I definitely think the MCU, everyone who loves the MCU is probably going to watch Winter Soldier or Falcon Winter Soldier. I'm going to watch it. I probably won't, be on as top of it as rewatching different scenes from the Snyder because I'll probably just be having that on demand and replay for the next month.
You think you can watch that back to back? 4 hours to 8 hours.
Oh, definitely. Oh no, not in one sitting. No way. No way.
I don't.
But I'm definitely gonna watch it
Die
Thursday.
Hard fans can watch that straight on, just stop pausing.
Awesome. Peter definitely will be doing that.
Probably Peter, maybe Peter.
But Peter's also he's next generation. He's a different breed.
You're trying to rent out a Harkins.
Yeah. So status on that, we tried renting it, but technically they can't play it in Harkins theaters because they don't own the rights to it. They have to play their own movies. So current movies that are playing in theaters. So then I just got back with them and I was like, well, maybe we could just do a gaming night. Plug in the Xbox or PS4 and just play the movie on that, which I think we could do that. So I'm waiting to hear back on that.
It's like you get Harkins in trouble for doing that.
I know, we start a lawsuit.
you get Harkins shut down.
But we get publicity for Fandom Rant and Review Show, so it's worth it.
We do a live reaction. I don't know. I mean, that would be cool. Maybe we'll probably have someone have Evan or I bring our PS. No, I want to do that because I think someone at Harkins might steal our Xbox Series S or at PS5, so we can't watch. We're thinking 4K.
Yeah, I mean, new Xbox and PS5 you can watch in 4K, right?
Yeah, we can watch it in 4K, but I don't unless someone's gonna stand up in the back and watch it from up there, just to make sure no one steals our consoles. But
yeah, I don't think it'd be cool if that happens. Obviously not stealing the console, but if we can watch it in theaters.
How much would that be actually?
I have no idea. I haven't talked about pricing yet with them.
Okay, so it's whatever price
Well,
that you guys can make deal with.
yeah, but I mean, we'd be requesting 5 hours because I mean, the movie's 4 hours. We're definitely gonna want a break to go get food or go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and then after it's over, we could watch like something else. We could even like play something. Um,
Cold War.
Cold War,
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Ooh. See Ivy on the big
Oh
screen.
my gosh, Poison Ivy's thick
Oh
behind on
no.
that IMAX screen.
When this episode goes
Oh,
up, the group chat's gonna go insane. It's like Poison Ivy on the big Harkin screen. That's gonna be a hashtag. Poison Ivy on
honestly, forget the
Harkins.
Snyder cut. Let's just rent out this theater for 5 hours just to play Poison Ivy.
Oh my god, just
Uh,
not even playing the game, just in the main menu, just looking at her, just sitting back for 5 hours.
just had the angles zoomed up like that behind her.
uh but so yeah, are you excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I am, yeah.
What is your thoughts on the
I
trailer?
am. We're definitely, I think it's going to be really interesting. I think Chris Evans will probably have some scenes as old Cap. I'm
Mhm.
definitely anticipating that. But I really have no idea what the story is going to entail. Obviously, we have Zemo back. He's got his comic accurate look, which is cool. Some other random chick with a mask.
Mhm.
We have no idea what the story is going to be about yet. But it'll be fun to see Winter Soldier and Falcon interact.
Yeah.
Because I heard that Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are actually like best friends in
Oh
real
yeah.
life.
There's been like
Um,
interviews that they've been on a bunch together,
yeah,
and I think they
which is
might.
always
Don't they
it's
like
always
request to be with each other on when it comes to interviews?
I think so. Yeah,
So.
probably. Which is always fun to see in movies when you have actors that are actually close in real life,
Mhm.
like
And
Andrew Garfield
I
and
think
Emma
that's with
Stone.
some of the people in the MCU, like they're really close friends and they hang out
Yeah,
afterwards. We don't need to get into one of them because I
they go
really
to
don't.
shawarma.
Ooh. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. This one's actually the shortest season out of all the Marvel ones because I think
Hmm.
Loki. No, I think Loki is also 6 episodes as well. I hope not, because that's the one I'm actually really looking forward to. If it is, it better be at least an hour long, because if it
Huh.
isn't and it's going to be like 30 to 40 minutes, that's not okay. I'm not going to be happy about that because you're going to give me
Austin's
6 episodes.
Austin's gonna freak out.
Oh, I'm going to break something. I'll come down to Disney. I'll go to Disneyland and, choke Walt if he's buried down there. I don't know.
No,
I'll
his
blame.
his his head is currently being iced in a freezer right now,
Oh my!
somewhere
What
in
is
some
that
cooler.
from? I'm trying to think of what that's from.
No, it's Walt Disney. His head is in a
Oh,
freezer right now.
Is it really from?
Yeah.
Is that
There's
actually
like famous
true?
yeah, famous people, if they have like the money for it, they'll freeze their head. So that in the future, if we can come up with some sort of technology to integrate like an Android type thing, like half like kind of like Cyborg in a DC, where he's half human, half machine, like mount his head on
Did
like
he
a
sign off on a
robot.
paperwork saying this is okay, or do we just do it out of our
I
will?
mean, I don't
Watch
he probably wanted to do I don't know.
watch Disney like rule everything because they bring back Walt. Oh God.
Point of view, it's the year 2030 and Abraham Lincoln is back on this planet.
And he's the 60th president, and so
That'd be hype.
Tom Holland Spider-Man 3, Denny's that oh no, not Denny's. That's
Denny's.
Denny's. Denny's is starring in Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Denies that Tommy McGuire and Andrew Garfield appeared.
Yes, I
So
saw that.
so this could be a lie.
Yeah.
This could be
Oh,
I because
I hope to
well
God it's a lie.
because this I mean he because I mean when it comes to like people speculating and when it's like becomes really huge like a speculation, most studios come out and deny it to get to
Right.
let it cool down, and so then they um like get like have it like off of them in some way, and it's just like have people stop talking about it and stop almost trying to ruin the movie,
Yeah.
because I feel like that's where it's going, because like with with Resident Evil 7's demo, Biohazard's demo, the company said that that demo had nothing to do with the game, and it was completely it was like a big plot with the game. So I think that's what they're doing here is just trying to throw people off and stop talking about it. And
Right.
so hopefully it is a lie because people might believe Tom Holland, so they probably had him go out there and
Yeah.
say that. And
I'm
so,
pretty sure back in like 2016 when we were getting Spider-Man and Civil War, I'm pretty sure that was a rumor as well, and they debunked it and said
yeah.
that wasn't happening.
Mhm.
So all we can do at this point, Austin, is just stay optimistic.
Yeah, but what became the number one topic after they say no, they're not in it because like there was a bunch of speculations that Doctor Strange was going to be in there. Um, was the Hunter? Um, because like
Craven the
they're
Hunter.
Craven the Hunter. That's right. And so I
Oh,
think
I
I
have
think
heard that.
those probably boost up. What do you think? What do you think will go on in Spider-Man 3? What's like your theory?
Oh, Clint's taking his pants off. But while he's readjusting his pants, I will tell you what I think is going to happen in Spider-Man 3. What's going to happen in Spider-Man 3 is so WandaVision will create the multiverse in this show and then introvert into the spider or what is it? Multiverse of Madness is going to be coming out sometime
Yeah,
this year, next year. I don't
I think
know.
it's next year.
And that'll dive into this multiverse that they're creating. And I have a hot take, not really a hot take. It's a theory that at the end of that movie, we'll have a cameo with someone who will have an important role in this next Spider-Man movie. Most likely one of the Spider-Man from Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and then in Spider-Man 3, it's going to be probably something. Yes, Clint. Probably something like Tom Holland's like trying to navigate his little life, and then all of a sudden he gets sucked into the multiverse, and then he goes into these different timelines. Or something else that could happen is that when they open the multiverse of madness, the Sinister Six, like Jamie Foxx, and then there's also
Well,
Green Green Goblin, William Defoe. Also,
yeah.
William Defoe from his universe will all come in, just kind of be sucked in, kind of like into the Spider Verse kind
Yeah.
type of thing, into the
There's
main
even like a
MCU
theory that we
timeline.
will get a live action
Yeah,
Miles Morales as well.
and then
So
basically, I think Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire or Tom Holland will probably won't be able to defeat all of them on his own, so he'll have to visit new timelines, thus
hmm
getting our boys
maybe
to bring him
like
down.
so yeah.
So I think the Sinister Six. I think this movie's going to be Sinister Six.
Yeah, because I think
100%.
because Sony's been trying to do that for years,
Yeah.
and with them being helped with Marvel and Disney,
Yeah.
they they think they can probably pull it off now. I don't think it would be as good. Maybe they should, if they can extend Tom Holland's, contract, which they might will because of Tom Holland, they're doing good, and
Mm-hmm.
so if they could have, extend his contract and this movie would just be about him, on the run, like something like in Iron Man 3, where he's not in the suit and not really being, Spider-Man. He's more like being low, helping people that as much
That's
as
true.
he can. Because Iron Man 3 got a lot of hate. And I actually really enjoyed Iron Man 3. And I get like I'm comparing Iron Man to Spider Man, and people don't like that and they want to get away from that. I want to get away from that too, but honestly, these characters been like so closely together, like it's kind of not hard to try to compare them because
Yeah.
they are basically the same person if you think about it.
Iron Boy Jr.
Yeah, basically, and so and I don't want him to be the next Iron Man, but he kind of has to be, and so I feel like the next movie should be about him taking the role of becoming a leader because
But I
Spider-Man.
mean, that was Far From Home. That's what they tried doing, and they did that horribly.
I mean, yeah, but
So
he wanted to just be a kid, and because he is still a kid, so I'm fine with that. But if they do that again, then no. But this next movie needs to like focus on him trying to be a leader, but he's not successfully being the best leader as he could, but he's trying to be the best one as much as he can. And
See, I
so,
like that. That's the Spider-Man I know, Austin.
mhm.
That's why Far From Home was just like such a gut punch. It was just like, who is this? This isn't Spider-Man. This is
Yeah.
some dork
I
that
mean,
just wants to go on a date with some ugly looking
she's not ugly. I don't even know the
oh
actress's
no,
name, but she's
Zendaya is beautiful, but they
yeah.
make her so ugly for some reason. I don't know why.
And but I mean, I think it's just people don't like her being MJ because I
No,
think
I
they're
I I like that casting, but for some reason they just make her ugly. Like I don't like in Homecoming, she was this, why she looked homeless.
oh,
I
no.
don't
I
mean to
get
say that, but like,
oh okay, you're talking about in Homecoming. I guess so. Yeah,
and Far
because
From Home, she wasn't pretty at all
no,
either.
she was no, she looked much better in Far From
She
Home,
did. That is true. She looked better. But
but
like, I mean, if you look up Zendaya
because
online,
I
like,
don't think because MJ in Homecoming was basically a dick. And if you read the comics and if you watch the previous movies, MJ isn't that type of person. So I guess I can see why people are a little upset. It's
well,
like, how's that
I
MJ?
personally don't like MJ
And
at all.
so, I mean,
Not even in Tobey Maguire's movie. She
well, no, that
Emma's
she was a whiner anyway, and there was
no.
still and
Gwen Stacy's always number one.
she was fine in Spider-Man 2, but in Spider-Man 3, I didn't like her at all. She was completely, like this. She was basically the same person in
Oh no,
Spider-Man 2.
she's the worst in Spider-Man 2.
No, no, because I kind of understand like both point of views in Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3,
You were you were late to my theater
because she didn't
performance
know she was Spider-Man. No, she
because you were
didn't.
saving the
No,
world.
she didn't know he was Spider-Man at the time. That's in Spider-Man
You're
3. You're
right.
thinking of Spider-Man
You're
3.
right. You're right.
And so,
You're right.
and they try to create a love triangle as well. Whatever. So it's just like, and I would honestly, I do like Emma's what's her
Emma
name?
Stone.
Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy. I really do like that, and
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of ruined that. But with this multiverse thing, they could actually bring her back before she even dies. It's like as she's
I don't
falling,
think I
she
don't
just
think they're
you see Doctor Strange doing that. A big hole appears and she just
honestly
falls
awesome.
right
That'd be
through.
amazing.
And
She's like, I've been falling for 30 minutes.
and
No, I
and
don't think they ruined it. I love that's one of like my not I don't mean to say favorite death scenes, but it's like one of the
they
most
kind of
like
rushed it
sad.
though.
I mean, not really. It's two
She
movies.
kind of got her own self killed
Well,
as well.
because I mean, the way they're going with his trilogy was there are scenes with a new MJ.
And
Like
oh
there
yeah,
the
and she was
chicken
supposed to come back as
Divergent.
well.
Well, I don't think MJ hadn't been in the Amazing Spider-Man
No,
movies.
no,
Oh,
Gwen Stacy,
Gwen Stacy.
because there was like
Honestly,
a theory.
I think she does come back. But I mean, they weren't done with her story. I just thought like they had built up so much chemistry between those two that
Mhm.
when she dies, the way they do it, like the webbing is literally his hand reaching out to her.
Mhm.
I think that's like
Well, it was beautiful,
top
like
10 saddest death
messaging and
scenes.
all of that. Yeah, for sure. But it's just like the movie was a big mess, and when she
Oh,
came and
oh,
died, it's like,
100%.
that was a big waste
Yeah,
of the biggest comic book moment of in history. And so it's like you
you heard
didn't
it.
care that
Biggest
she.
comic book moment in
Well, I
history.
mean, one of the biggest comic death moments in hit.
Oh yeah, Death of
And
Gwen
so
Stacy. Yeah,
and it's like, and when people saw, it, it's like I didn't care. You didn't make me care, and so um,
yeah.
so I mean, if they're gonna go down the sinister route, Sony and hopefully Disney's like, hey, remember, this is still in our universe. Don't fuck it up. And so, I mean,
Yes, just like that.
but Sony can also be like, well, ha, Spider-Man's still ours. Fuck you, and take him away. So, I mean, it's gonna be a big banter, that's for sure. Um,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I think we talked about. Oh,
We're ready to talk about Last of Us castings.
oh yes. All
I
right.
know you've been waiting for that.
I've
You've been
been.
holding out on me, boy.
Pedro Pascal has been cast as Joel in the HBO. I think it might be on HBO Max, but it's for the HBO TV series. The Last of Us, and so I'm really excited for this because I enjoy the games. I enjoyed the first one. The second one, is good, but it could have been better, and I understand why people hate it. I already know people are gonna be like, "Wait, you like the fucking Last of Us Part 2?" I already can hear the comments. Evan, shut up.
Uh-oh.
You didn't even play the game. Matt, you're fine. So I'm really excited for this because one, I think game adaptations have been massively screwed over multiple times. There's I can't even name like like a game adaptation movie that's been perfectly good, like made well. Like I don't like what has
No.
there been made, because there's like Resident Evil,
Oh,
um
Mortal Kombat. They've done
Mortal
that horribly.
Kombat,
Tomb Raider. I
two
actually didn't see
uh,
Tomb
I
Raider.
didn't see the new one. Yeah. I heard there's a sequel for that one coming out.
One either TV show or movie I really want that's would be adapted from a video game would be Red Dead. I would love a Red Dead
I
show,
knew you were
like an
going to bring
HBO,
that up.
kind of like. Have you ever seen Westworld on
Uh,
HBO?
sort of, not really.
Like they do it kind of like a Western vibe. Obviously, when you go into this new dimension or whatever.
Yeah.
But HBO could nail the feel for Red Dead. I think
If they
that would
get,
be
the Game of
that
Thrones guys.
TV wise.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. I'd be here for that. But Last of Us. So we have Petra Pascal
Mm-hmm.
and what's her name? Bella Ramsey, who plays Lyanna Mormont in Game of Thrones. Both are Game of Thrones actors and kind of where they kicked off their
Mm-hmm.
careers.
Who's she playing? I didn't see that part.
She's playing Ellie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In
She's that young to play Ellie?
I guess so.
Because Ellie in the first game is 13, and so
No, in Game of Thrones, she's like 10.
oh, when does she come
Yeah.
in Game of Thrones?
Like season 6, like 2016, maybe 17.
Okay, so 2 year. Okay, that's all right then.
Actually,
So
yeah, no, in the final season Game of Thrones, that was 2019. She was maybe 12.
okay, all right. Well, that's gonna be interesting then, because
She's a fantastic actor,
she
by the
does
way.
well. She does well in Game of
Kid
Thrones.
actor, she's awesome.
All right, cool.
She's a
What else
she's
has
a
she been
badass.
in? Has she
I
been
don't
in
I
anything?
have no idea what else she's been in. Let's
Um,
see. Her big thing is Game of Thrones, obviously.
mhm.
Which it would be interesting to see if she can be a better character in Last of Us.
I
Yeah,
feel like
that's really all she's been in. She's been in some other side things, but big thing is got.
okay, cool. I think Pascal could pull this off really good. I think he can play a older gentleman that has. I don't know if we should go into spoilers, but he's gone through certain things, so I think he can play that role. And so, and this is what I'm hoping that they do, instead of, because um, how they start the game. I don't want them. That's how they start the TV show. I want them to start it because how the game starts is with Joel. I want the game to start with Ellie and start, and like the Left Behind DLC game storyline. That's where I want it to start. And next, that's how the first episode ends. And next, the second episode starts right after the 20 years. So this takes place somewhat. So that takes place like 20 years after the apocalypse started. And that's where we meet Joel, and we don't know anything about Joel. We don't know anything about his past, because like at the beginning of the game, we started with his past and like the outbreak and all that. So I don't want any of that in the first couple episodes of this, and I want them to actually don't get that. I'm gonna have to edit this out. Um,
It's Naked Steven,
Jesus.
by the way.
And so, then that just adds a little bit of mystery to these character. At least Joel wise, we know what will happen to Ellie, but it's just like, because I feel like if they make Joel, because if you tell the same story but from a different point of view, it could be really good, because you won't know the things about Joel, at least for the newcomers that are like watching the show. It'll be like a different experience for them, and
Right.
so it's like, so you're telling, and it could be good for the hardcore gamers, and so if they tell it in a different way and they make us like learn the backstory of Joel, the reason why he acts the way he acts, that's cute. Ryan put a picture of Captain Marvel in the background. So
For those of you who are listening
and
on the pod.
and so I think that was just add a little bit more attention and add a little bit more depth to his character from a different point of view. And so I think that would be cool. And this will be also a good way if they decide to do more seasons, because I want season one to be about the first game. And next, if they decide to go do for a season two, whatever happened, like, the flashbacks that we get in the second game, that will be season two. And next, they're going to kind of fix it a little bit and tell it in a different way to please the gamer fans that didn't like the second game, and give the newer audience a different story as well. And so the third season will be about the second game, and and whatever happened the present and all that. And then the fourth
Mm-hmm.
season would be about what, and next the fifth season maybe about part three, if there ever is a part three. And so
Yeah, that'd be cool.
like this is so that's the reason. So if you're gonna do this, then go all out and tell it a different way instead of copy and paste, like like the Disney remakes.
I
And
like that.
so
Yeah, show a little. Hey, do you think they go as far back as to show the beginning, like before the pandemic, before everything, you know,
maybe as
goes to
well,
hell?
maybe with different characters, and next we meet up with because like there's one
Right.
character in the Left Behind part that we don't really know about. She's the
Mm-hmm.
same age as Ellie, so that kind of breaks the different. Maybe we can do about Ellie's mom and if she has Ellie or something like that. But that wouldn't make any sense because it's 20 years. I don't know. Something about Ellie's mom, I guess. I don't know. But if they're
Yeah.
ever going to show the outbreak, then they could do it later on in the series about characters like Abby, because she was old enough to be around during the outbreak, or so hopefully, like, I mean, they can just introduce new characters as well, that like they have a bunch of opportunities that they can go for and go into different directions. And so I just don't want them to copy and paste it. That's all I don't want them to do. And just
Yeah.
don't mess with my characters, like keep them the same as the game, but also expand their lore, and we'd be fine.
I'm trying to nail the Captain Marvel smolder.
That's a sexy smolder.
I just want to punch that face. It's so punchable. Look at me. I'm so cool. I'm so cool.
That's not Brie Larson. That's just her character.
I'm such a badass.
Oh my god.
Um, but I got a question for you, Austin, before we close this episode. Do you think Last of Us first season could be as impressive as Walking Dead first season?
The first season of The Walking Dead was really good. When I first watched it, I didn't know anything about The Walking Dead. I didn't know the comics, or I didn't even know it was based off comics. So I didn't know any of that. So coming into like a new perspective, like as a new person to The Walking Dead, it was really good. So that's what I'm hoping that this first season is for, like the audience that didn't know that Last of Us was a game,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's something new to them. And so it's like,
Gotcha.
okay, cool, all right, because like for The Walking Dead, it did follow the comic, but it didn't. It was like
Mm-hmm.
it told its own thing, and that's what I want here.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
don't know how many episodes we're gonna get for this, but hopefully, if it's gonna be 6 episodes, then they need to be really long episodes to
Yeah.
dive in. And so
Yeah, I can imagine them doing kind of like something Game of Thrones does, or now a lot of TV shows do like 10 episodes, an hour each.
yeah,
And that seems to be like plenty of content to tell a great cohesive first season.
or do go with Breaking Bad hour-long episodes with.
Yep, same
Wait,
thing. Breaking Bad. Breaking
was
Bad
did
was an
what did
hour long.
Breaking Bad? How many episodes did Breaking Bad have?
I think it was 12 actually.
Was it 12? I feel like it was
12
like
per
around
season.
20 episodes, but I
Per
guess it was
season?
12. Yeah, because
Oh,
they were short seasons, but I feel like they were long.
you know what? I'm gonna look. I think it was 1 hour episodes, 12 episodes a season. But I'm gonna look.
Because The Last of Us also has chapters, so each episode could be a chapter.
True,
So,
true. True, true.
um, let's see. And which I'm really excited for is, like, the Uncharted movie as well. that has Tom Holland, which is going to be very interesting.
Mhm.
They, that was supposed to come out this last December, but there was never a trailer for it.
Yeah.
So
Breaking Bad is 13 episodes a season.
it was 13 episodes. Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Uh,
Yeah, so something like that would be kind of good because I think Breaking Bad nailed it.
mhm.
Plenty of content.
Um,
Good
and
stuff.
I mean, I don't know who it's directing. Like, is like the eyes of the
The
show.
writers, yeah, I don't know if they've announced that.
So if they can maybe get people from Breaking Bad, because this would be actually good for the Breaking Bad people to work on, because I think they would do a great job with it
Yeah.
because it would be really dark and greedy, and I think that's what this show needs. I don't want it to be like like a PG-13 version of the
Hmm.
game, and so
Yeah. No, this is coming out on HBO. And if HBO does one thing, it's they excel in the mature TV shows.
okay, that's
100%.
so there's might
This
be
this
nudity. I don't know. Maybe I'm
All right,
thinking Game of
Austin.
Thrones nudity.
Well, yeah, but even that, like, besides the nudity, that like the violence is off the
Oh
charts.
yeah,
So Last of Us will definitely tap into that, I
oh
think.
yeah, and I think they could do really good stuff with how the infected look, and like
Yes. Yeah.
I think they can really nail the clickers
Yeah.
and make them really terrifying, and so
Yeah.
that'll be even the bloaters. The bloaters were the scariest thing as well,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
so
because Last of Us kind of has a unique design for
oh yeah,
the undead.
that's why I really like The Last of Us, because it wasn't just like they're zombies, go survive, because like there's even more back in, because it's more than just like a T virus. It's actually a real, it's like a, what's it called, it's a um
It's COVID-19.
my headset die? Can you give me detail of my topic that I was trying to go for, because I'm trying to remember.
You're talking about the how the look of them is very unique. They,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right, yeah.
it's not just your typical zombie.
Yeah, because it's actually a fungus. Like the cause
Hmm.
of this is a fungus, and
Yeah.
so which makes it really
Interesting.
unique. And that's why when I hear people's like, it's just another zombie TV show, it's like, well, yes, but it's a different version of the zombie. It takes a different version of the zombies and twists it and like turns it on its head. And
Hmm.
there's so much lore that about this fungus that we don't really learn about in the game that much. And so this would be a great opportunity to
Yeah.
take that even farther. And and if you know what happens about like the plot of the game,
Yeah.
it can even dive into more of all that type of stuff, the
Hmm.
fire, like the fireflies and all that, the military, like there's so
Yeah.
much stuff that you can go do for. It's just like,
Hmm.
so hopefully it's just not like military cliches and all that type of stuff. And so
Yeah. I definitely think this show has potential. I think this could be really cool.
it can and I'm hoping that Pedro Pascal and whatever actress that you mentioned pulls it off really well, because I really like Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal. Sucks what he had to sign up for in Wonder Woman 84. But
Yeah.
so
Austin, if you want to see, since Pedro Pascal is gonna be taking up the big role in this show,
yeah.
um, it probably wouldn't hurt to go search on go on YouTube, search Pedro Pascal Game of Thrones scenes.
Oh, he
Um,
was in Game of Thrones as well.
that's where he got his start, and he's in season 4 of Game of Thrones, and that's it. Because spoiler alert, he dies, gets his brain crushed in. Um, but Pedro Pascal in that season had just one of the best like delivery of lines, great acting around other actors. Very like definitely go check that out.
All right, well that's cool. So speaking of Mandalorian cast members, uh, and Gina Carnado, I don't know how to say her last name.
Gina Carano, I don't know.
Yes, something like that.
Cara Dune.
I guess so. She got fired from Lucasfilm, fired her, and I don't know if we should go in detail about what she said, because I don't.
No, yeah, I think we can both agree what she said wasn't like um fireable material. It
Yeah.
didn't make sense. I honestly, I'm just gonna speak bluntly, I really don't care because I did not like her character. It was so annoying.
I
She's like the worst actress I've ever seen. Her
I
lines
didn't.
are just like ba 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 ba.
I
It's just like
guess
deliver
she's basically a Brie Larson to you, is she?
honest. Well, I honestly think Brie Larson's a better actress than her.
Okay,
Because Gina Carano, she's an MMA fighter or whatever.
yeah, I
She's not
guess
an
so.
actress.
No,
And they're like, yeah, this would be cool to
the
have
same thing with The Rock, but people love The Rock.
exactly. But I mean, yeah, The Rock has built such an incredible brand. He's
Yeah,
not the most incredible actor, but
yeah.
but yeah, I really don't care, to be honest. I'm actually kind of excited that they can fill her role with someone else that's better.
Well,
Um,
it's
and
not like
maybe
I
they were
didn't.
just kind of finding an excuse to replace her, and we're like, oh, this
Oh
is a
yeah.
perfect opportunity.
No, see the thing is they recasted her so fast. They got Amber how you say her name?
Is that confirmed? Amber Heard,
Well, it's reported, and so I'm
right?
assuming like it's a rumor. But for how fast this rumor came out, it's
I
like
mean, we all know
Disney.
Amber Heard's psycho, which is
She's
interesting,
and
but obviously the media
she's
doesn't.
even worse than her.
Oh yeah, she tried cutting off
John,
Johnny Depp's hand.
yeah, and so hopefully
Well, I mean,
this
we
isn't
really don't
true.
know. That's just the media says.
I mean, it's like Disney's
We
like,
weren't
yeah,
there. I wasn't
we're.
there.
It's like Disney comes out,
But I
yeah,
mean,
we're crazy,
Austin,
yeah.
I'm gonna share a deep dark secret with you right now.
All right,
Amber Heard's psycho, but she is on my celebrity crush list, and I would not be upset if she joined the
she's gonna
Star Wars
she's gonna get
universe.
she's gonna cut off someone's hand, isn't she? Uh,
She's the one who cuts off Mando's hand.
she was in the Darth Vader suit, and she cut off Luke's hand. Um,
Yes, that was Amber Heard.
yeah, it wasn't some
She,
British dude that got
hey,
replaced
respect for my man,
by Earl Owen Jones.
James Earl
That
Jones.
James
Earl Jones.
Earl Jones. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but that's just like the thing is, it's our generation is so different. Is that you can't say stuff like that, and it's like yeah, we have freedom of speech, but it's like, is it really like worth it to say this on social media? Like, look at who's the actor that played the Stretch Man in the CW Flash show. He got
Oh
fired
yeah,
for
he got
basically
fired.
this. He got fired for basically the same thing,
Yeah.
and and so it's like, it's like, do you like do you want to get paid and be
Yeah.
a part of a great community, or get fired and have nothing? And
Yeah.
it's like a lot of actors like go for this more to get their point.
Yeah, they use their platform to deliver a message.
Yeah.
Which I mean, obviously everyone has freedom of speech in America. But I mean, there are consequences to what you say.
And it's on their contracts. Like, you can't go around saying this.
Right. Yeah.
And
So I mean, I don't feel bad for them because I mean, it's their fault. They signed up for it.
The thing is, Mark Hamill is, and I think she saw Mark Hamill saying stuff like this, and she's like, oh, Mark Hamill can get away with it. Why can't I? And so
Also, it's Mark Hamill.
it's Mark Hamill. So yeah. And if Disney fires him, no one's going to go see Star Wars.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, that'd be the outbreak of the century.
Yeah, that's where Disney
I mean, he's
dies.
not even in Star. I mean, they already destroyed, they already ruined his character, anyways.
But he can come back as a Force Ghost. So if they fire him, it's like, oh, we're not going to get.
Oh yeah, the pawn
Ghost.
shop Force Ghost from The Rise of Skywalker. That was amazing.
I guarantee they're going to recon the sequel, so they might give him back, and they say Carrie Fisher died between episode 6 and 7, and so
that would make my nether regions flourish if
that would piss
retcon it.
That would piss off a lot of people, because
probably wouldn't happen. They'd probably reboot Star Wars before that happened.
I think that's what they're doing with Mandalorian. Because if you pay attention closely, I feel like they're kind of retconning a little bit of the stuff they went through.
Well, it feels like they're more sort of like filling in gaps, like plot holes that made no sense. Like the Snoke thing.
Yeah.
Like that was the big thing of season 2. Like describing like why Palpatine was there and how he was cloning. I mean, they were using Baby Yoda's DNA to try and clone or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I guess we have one more topic, just tiny bit. It's kind of not really something that we need to talk about, but
why is Austin still single? That's what I've been asking for a century.
So
Ladies,
the
hit
big
my man up.
the big news
Or
is that
men, we don't discriminate.
the big news is that my phone number is in the description. That's what the big news is.
Hey,
And so,
attaboy.
um, so Sonic the Hedgehog movie sequels name
Oh,
has been
Sonic,
found.
nice.
Yeah, Sonic is actually my girlfriend, by the way. So
Kinky.
so Sonic sequel is coming out in April 8th, 2002.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 2002, 2022. And it's called and it's like with tales and inspire and so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't care about Sonic. I never really liked the first Sonic the movie. Sir, I don't why. Okay, so if it's in
You,
his
you didn't like
world,
you didn't like the first one? I thought it was okay.
it, it felt like Smurfs. So if it's in his own world, then fine. Because like a lot of like a lot of anime movies now are like some reason like in the real world. I don't want to talk about what Ryan just put up. So like the I don't know. It's just kind of weird having a big animation character just standing in front of a real human being. It just kind of makes no
Mhm.
sense. It's like it kind of kicks you out a little bit, and that's what happened with Sonic the Hedgehog. I just wanted to be in his real world and dealing with whatever he was going on there.
So
I
you'd
mean,
rather it be like an animated movie,
it could be like something like Lion King, like a really good live action animated movie,
but
and
you
with
don't like how there's humans in it?
no, probably the best thing was Jim Carrey because it was 1980s Jim Carrey, and so and even he kind of got stale at the end,
Mhm.
but it was also him holding up the whole entire film. So can you really blame
It's
him?
true.
And so yeah, if they can bring him back and that's fine. That's the only human that should be really in the film at all.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the was the main character main protagonist human that was in the film. I don't want him back. He's a good actor. It's not like he's not funny.
James Marston.
Yeah, but he's just been in a lot of bad stuff.
Hey,
He,
respect. He
he,
plays Cyclops in X-Men, bro.
uh,
He is a legend as
he
Cyclops.
was
He
the freaking
died.
Easter Bunny. What are you talking about?
Easter Bunny.
Yeah, you don't know about that movie where there was the Easter Bunny that wanted to play the guitar, no, the drums, but he had to take over the Easter Bunny mantle. You don't know about that movie? It was like called Hop or something like that.
I'm not gonna watch that movie. I don't want to.
Exactly. And so and I just don't. So I'm hoping that's animated, and then in his own world. And not
Yeah.
on Earth. I don't want it to be on Earth. I'm sick of all these movies just happen to be on Earth. I didn't like
So
like
you don't like the Tom and Jerry movie that's coming out,
nah,
where it's
Jesus.
the animation is coming to real world.
It
That was you probably were freaking out, just completely losing your mind when you
when
saw
I
that
saw
trailer, weren't you?
when I saw the trailer, I was like, why? You're gonna ruin one of my favorite childhood memories. It's like, what are you gonna do? They already have a ton of animated movies. Their TV show doesn't really have a plot to it, except for these two beings hating each other, and so met and like playing games with each other. If that, I don't like why. Like, if it's funny, then fine. But if it tries to go somewhere, it's like, hey, humans and big CGI. Oh my god, big CGI cat. No, oh
Big
god.
CGI.
uh it wouldn't make any sense, but um
I mean, I really don't care. I know definitely, Austin, you have some beef with, whoa, voice crack. You have some beef
is
with
it Warner Bros that's making these?
this. Oh yeah, it's Warner Bros.
Is
I
didn't
think it's gonna
they?
be on HBO Max.
Yeah, aren't they making Sonic also, or is that someone else? I think that might be
That might
actually
be
Sonic.
Paramount.
I think that's Paramount. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Paramount.
it's Paramount.
And so I'm
Yep.
just if they're I just want it. It's fine if you want to do Tom and Jerry like this, but it's just gonna kick me out of the film seeing what's that actress's name that no one likes? That's
Oh,
that everyone thinks that's a
yeah.
bad actress. I mean, she's fine in
Chloe something.
something like that. I think she does
Yeah.
fine in certain movies.
I've
But
never seen her in a movie
she did
before.
fine in like what is it called, The Fifth Wave. She did fine in that,
Mhm.
but overall, she's not, you know, an actress that should be looking at a tennis ball. That's for sure. And so,
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Austin does not like animation brought to live action.
it's because it's a Smurf movie. Because when the Smurf movie
Oh
made a whole
yeah,
bunch of money, everyone's like, we gotta have to do that.
this is good.
Thank you once again for Ryan for joining me this episode. Go check out Actually Phantom Rant. Their channel will be in the description. They actually have a YouTube channel now, and so yeah, that would be a lot of fun for them. Um, you know, meeting new people, making a new community, and just spreading their boundaries. So. Yeah, it's very interesting. Go check it out. Even go check out their podcast on Spotify. Their merch, their Instagram, and Twitter will be all in the description below. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. No. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to this episode. Thank you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.